So the Call of Duty player base has been talking about how they're tired of all of these Call of Duties feeling the same, how they're tired of all of these Call of Duties playing the same. And honestly, at this point in time, I can't help but say I agree. The problem with modern day Call of Duty is instead of them realizing that something worked and they can fall back on it, they just milk it to death a million times, i.e., the Modern Warfare Black Ops franchise. The point of me making this video was actually because Activision did a blog post where they basically admitted that they see how Black Ops 7 is underperforming, and they promised that they're not going to put any more Modern Warfare titles back to back and no more Black Ops titles back to back. But if you ask me personally, a person who's been playing COD for a long period of time, I feel like that they should give these titles a break. But see, here's the problem, right? We all want Call of Duty to come out with new IPs. But the problem is, whenever they come out with new IPs, they get slandered because they get compared to Black Ops and Modern Warfare, which led them to believing, okay, fuck it, we'll just put these games out constantly and then nobody's gonna complain. But see, the problem is Call of Duty is strayed away from what made it good back in the day. Obviously, beyond the skill-based matchmaking and every lobby feeling like a complete sweat fest, even when you try to use different weapons, even with open matchmaking, which I will admit is a step up from what we normally have, but still egregiously sweaty. So, it is what it is with that. But the problem is, and I said this a while ago, they should have never put every Call of Duty title on the same engine. You see, this is why I say Warzone ruined COD a while ago. Warzone is the reason why Call of Duty feels like it has to put every game on the same engine, so people who play Warzone can get a similar feel to the game, so when they level up their guns for Warzone, it doesn't feel significantly different. If you ask me personally, Call of Duty should have tried to do different things a while ago before it got to this point. I personally don't feel like Black Ops 7 is a terrible game. A lot of people dislike it. Okay, I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? That's their opinion, and I respect that. If you dislike Black Ops 7, hey, tell me what it is about Black Ops 7 that you dislike, and maybe we can talk about it in the comment section. I'm open to listen. But the problem, like I'm saying, is the fact that they've basically just copied everything that Modern Warfare 2019 has put out, and I guess they tried to smoothen it out throughout the years, from the way the game plays to the graphics to the fucking the created class system. There has been this same similar created class system that they've tried to change for the past 6 years, going on 7. The problem is Call of Duty back in the day felt different. You knew if you was playing an Infinity Ward title, you knew that they created class was going to be one way. You knew if you was playing a Treyarch title, they had pick 10. You knew that game was going to play different. But ever since every Call of Duty title has been put on the same engine, you've gotten this feeling of feeling like every game is the same game. Hell, even with Black Ops 7, I could see somebody looking at this and saying, man, this looks exactly like Black Ops 6, and I wouldn't even be able to argue that because it does. It's because it's on the same engine. But see, that leads me to my next thing. I don't mind Omni movement. I actually love Omni movement. I love being able to slide in multiple directions. I love being able to just make plays with movement. But then that makes me wonder too, though. Have they gone overboard with the movement? They've been saying how they want every game to feel different and they don't want to put out the same titles. Could the movement also be something that's making people feel like every game plays the same? Because since Modern Warfare 2019, the basically emphasis on sliding into gunfights and sliding around the map has been at an all-time high. Me personally, I don't necessarily mind it because it's a nice way to get around the map quick, but I could see somebody getting fatigued of people constantly sliding around the map, especially when you start getting better at Call of Duty in these newer games, and you get put into those hell lobbies where all everybody is doing is slide canceling left and right, sliding all over the place. Even in Black Ops 7, you get people doing that, but actually it gets worse because you get people who are fucking jumping off walls after doing all of that. So I could get somebody being frustrated and being like, see man, this is what I'm talking about. this is why I don't play COD. I'm tired of it. I get it. I get it completely, and I understand. I just feel like that the problem here is that maybe we should tone down the movement. But the problem that Activision has is they don't know how to find a nice medium. It always has to be some extreme. If we make a game fast-paced, it has to be over-the-top fast-paced. If we make a game that's supposed to be slower-paced, it has to be over-the-top slower-paced. A game like Modern Warfare 2 that was made in 2022 completely overdid it with their slow-paced gameplay. Modern Warfare 2019 was already slow-paced as it was. They punished you for putting multiple weapons on your gun, making your guns feel slower and more sluggish, making your sprint to fire time extremely terrible. And I get it, trying to do something different, but a lot of people love that game. I feel like that game was what basically started all this shitty ass shit. But on top of that though, what if we just decided to make a COD title where we go back to making COD like how it used to feel, a boots on the ground game, but maybe let's make the slide where it feels like it's just to traverse the map and it's not an integral part of the game. What if we make a Call of Duty title that plays like, you know what I'm saying, current Call of Duty, infinite sprint, fast ADS time, fast sprint to fire times, but you got all of that naturally, so it always just comes down to gunplay and who has the better gun skill instead of who has the better gun skill, gunplay, movement, who can fucking spam a stem, who can fucking slide, break cameras and all of that. I think that's why people have gotten fatigued with the game, because they feel like that they've been dealing with the same shit since 2019. I don't mind the movement in Call of Duty. I feel like that the movement is fine, but if we want to actually change, let's actually try something different. Another problem is every time they try a new IP, everybody just compares it to Modern Warfare and Black Ops. You got your Infinite Warfares, Advanced Warfares, your Black Ops 3s, your Call of Duty Ghost, your Call of Duty World War 2s. The problem is, even when they did that, they made Vanguard feel like a fucking 2019 World War II skin title. So I see why people be frustrated, because people want a new game, something that feels different from the other games. But since everything's been on this new engine, every game feels the same. It sucks though, because I hope this isn't the last time we see Open Mosh Pit, because I very much enjoyed this, being able to use different stuff and actually play the game and have fun. I hope that when they put out that Modern Warfare 4 slop, it's not another slow-paced ass, safe space ridden ass title that, you know, punishes aggressive players while gifting campy Sentinel players fucking streaks and all type of enjoyment. But if you guys agree with everything I said in this video, please be sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications if you're new, and drop down in the comment section below, what new innovations would you like Call of Duty to add so that they don't feel the same as they have with these past few years. And with all that being said, guys, my name's Evil Andre. Smacking lobbies is my hobby. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications if you're new. And yeah, man, we finally are not going to have to see back-to-back Black Ops and Modern Warfare games. Unfortunately, I wonder if that means, okay, you won't see them back-to-back, but you're going to keep seeing them because brand, you know, remembrance and people knowing the names. But I'll see all of you guys in the next video. Peace out.